All right, Ramsey out here first, looking somewhat diverse, but a lot of red to deal with.
Larva's board is starting pretty left heavy early on here, but she's getting the right pills to take it all down.
Yeah, Ramsey's
These
is a little floatier than hers. I like that about the board she's got.
yeah. Larva doing some maneuvers to get to the bottom of her board and make the maximum use out of her pills. Nice zero drop double clear, and there's a drill double waiting for her in the middle of the board. Both players just progressing pretty solidly through this level 6.
Yeah, Ramsey's found some nice doubles and finding a good way to deal with a lot of this blue that he's kind of stuck with at the bottom of the board. We'll see if he's going to go for a super fat log of double blues.
Yep, just needs a couple of reds to set that off, and now he really doesn't need any blue at all, and here it comes.
Oh, that's
Bam!
perfect.
Big old fat log.
Wow,
Ramsey's
that was
out
a
at a
nice.
107. That's a
Ooh,
phenomenal time.
yeah, that's flying. Larvae
Larva,
only needs a couple of blues to finish out here.
yeah, but then the double red surge comes, and at the end of a double red surge comes a yellow red, and you don't need that either, but there's a couple of blues, clears off something off the top so she has more room to drop pills. 125, that is honestly a very good time as well.
Yeah, excellent. Just some more of our sub 130 times that we're looking for in this level block. Um,
Larva hunting down the horizontal red clear there. Just trying to make use of these early pills that really aren't the most optimal.
yeah, this is an interesting board. I don't love that little shelf that kind of reaches across 1 through 4 for her, but not blocking off the entire bottom left of the board and, forcing you to so high up, it's tough to do horizontally as well.
Yeah, I don't think she intended for that red blue in columns 1 and 2 to shift that far, but the right side of her board is practically clean. Once again, she's dealing with a left heavy situation here.
Ramsey only with blues left. Let's see if he sets up for a T here. Looks like he's going for it. Veteran like him, he would recognize that pattern right away.
Yeah, absolutely.
Ooh, 238.
232. That's
Wow.
awesome.
That's a smoking hot time. Figuratively, of course. I don't have the hot times in front of
Neither do I, but
me.
the lack of early red access for Ramsey in this level 8, but he's found his way around it and is working really efficiently through this level.
Meanwhile, Doc keeps giving him red pills. Larvae gonna still dealing with a little bit of a blue heavy board, but some of these can go as she's about to signal that she's can take those straight
She has
across.
some I like this play right here. It's just gonna drop the yellow fragment on top,
Yeah, that's a smart move.
and, yeah, she's just trying to make use of all these non-blue pills she's getting while she's obviously waiting for them. I like what
That
she has
blue,
set up. She basically needs 3 blue fragments to get out of 7 now.
yeah, I liked how she used that blue red because those two blues in column 3, I guess, were gonna have to go out on their own after the horizontal, and she smartly planned ahead for that one.
Yes.
Meanwhile, Ramsey, good diversity. Now we're at the bottom of the board, so it's not as big of a deal, but um, looks he's got a good plan to kind of sort his way through this in an efficient way.
And finally, she gets out of level 7 after Dr. Mario turned his pharmacy into a hot dog cart.
Oof. Look at all the blue and red on this top of this one, though.
Ooh, I love this play from Larva. Look at that.
Oh,
Bang! There goes all the blue on the left side of her board.
beautiful. She was like, I don't think so, Doc. I got this. Oh, with the
Oh,
double
look at
red,
that.
perfect timing.
Yes, she saw the double red in the next box and made the perfect play with it.
Ramsey into 9, trying to figure out again what to do with red at the beginning of this board because it's just not anywhere to put it. That's not gonna make trash or drop time. But this double blue is really gonna help him
Yeah.
out.
It just seems that's the way this game has been going for both players. Larva has been dealing with some left-heavy boards. Thankfully, this level 8 has been a different story after knocking out that huge chunk of blue early, while Ramsey has tried to find early use for reds and managed to find his way through.
Yeah, I like the way earlier he had a piece of yellow and he turned the pill so that it would drop down eventually, leaving it set up for a future horizontal. And it did eventually, he was able to take that. So smart planning a couple moves ahead by Ramsey there.
Larva didn't quite get the tuck on the red that she wanted, but she can hit it from the other side, and she's going to get a double grid to do it. That's exactly what she needs right now.
Yeah, that was
Just
a
one
perfect.
red fragment away from getting out of 8, and here it is, out at a 532.
All right, Ramsey with a comfy 30 virus lead here. A bunch of yellow, but again, he could set up a T here if the pill's coming the right way. Let's see what he decides to do with that blue. Ooh,
Oh,
perfect double
this double
yellow.
yellow is exactly what he wants.
Can he de-sandwich the blue? That's the question.
Yep, looks like that was the plan all along, and now he's got the in-between double clear, and now he just needs 3 more yellows to get out of here.
Yeah, very nice efficient play by Ramsey in this seed. And 6:10, really, really nice time for him.
Nice little tee by Larva there. The match is over, and it looks like she sees it, but some really good plays, just really rough RNG in level 7.
Yep, great play by Larvae all around. I think the doc didn't really do her any favors, unfortunately.
Yeah. So game 1 to Ramsey as we move on to game 2.
All right. We know the chat wants to see Larvae take this one so we can get ourselves our first decider of the day.
Yeah.
It was
Um,
rude, wasn't it, Girl Wonder?
I saw her mouth was agape at the end of level 7, just waiting for this hot dog rush to end.
She brought the relish and Doc brought the hot dogs. Just waiting for some readies from Larva. Waiting
Yeah.
some waiting for some readies from our players here.
Yep. We got it ready from Ramsey.
Maybe just taking a moment here.
All right.
All right.
Looks like we're set to go.
All right. So you're gonna channel a little of your mojo packy here and the turn it on in the game following a close one.
Yep. And we are off. Larva playing it straight vertical right here. It's kind of it's a little bit scattered board. Like there's a lot of holes in the virus board here. Let's see how she handles this.
Yeah, I see all these horizontal doubles, and I think I would be tricked into wanting to take them and then feel like it was a
Oh, I
mistake.
like this. She's got some horizontals set up underneath that
Oh,
blue
here we go.
horizontal that she's about to trigger.
Oh, I
Boom,
like that.
boom,
Yeah, and those yellows can go a few ways. Now
and
let's see.
and that, yeah, okay. And now she's gonna trigger the red horizontal and drop everything down once more. And
Meanwhile,
this is gonna be perfect right here. This is gonna work out great.
that's nice. Meanwhile, Ramsey already down to 12 viruses left. Just again, making really efficient work of this board. He needs red, but he's getting the red that he needs. Ooh, and setting up for the blue horizontal. He can take that from either side.
You get the sense that Larva really wants to clear those horizontally, and she will. So she's practically out of the level now. Ramsey needs a whole bunch of yellow, and Larva just needs a couple of red. And Larva's going to be out first out of 125.
Yeah,
And
nice.
Ramsey's going to be right behind at 127.
All right, we got a nail biter. That was a really a nice end game from Larva. She really turned it on there.
Yeah, I bet Betty was really loving that play with all those horizontals stacked on top of one another.
Yeah, that's one of those boards that I wish I could like know the seed right away and try and play it a few times because you could see there was a lot of possibilities, but how are you going to be able to take them? Of
Larva gets the
course.
horizontal, nice little drop combo. Got a little bit of garbage in columns 2 and 5, but pretty manageable as she gets another drop combo.
Very left-heavy board here that Ramsey has, and he's smartly not ignoring columns 1 and 2. But it looks like he's gonna have to drill down a lot to get to uh, some of those viruses. So that's gonna eat up some drop time for sure.
Right now, Ramsey has a small 3 virus lead, and Larva has a considerable stack on columns 5 and 6 right now, but she's starting to chop down the totem pole.
I like her dropping that double red down there. You know that she was thinking about taking those reds horizontally whenever
Yep.
that finally gets popped off like
Dead even
there.
right now. It's 6 viruses apiece in level 7 so far. She's gonna want to. Yep, that's exactly what she wants to attack column mate because then she gets the drop combo. Possibly in a
Beautiful.
good position for a D sandwich play here on the red virus as well.
Perfect. Yeah, this is
Hmm.
still neck and neck. Holy my. Oh, I like
One
her
more
taking the
virus,
horizontal
and
yellow first.
now it's hot dog city for Ramsey, but he's out at 310, and Larva misses
Oh,
the tuck, but she can get this one at 316.
we got a spicy one here, folks. All right,
Absolutely.
Ramsey needing a lot of red, a lot of blue, and a lot of red here, and no use for yellow. And well, Doc's like, here's some yellow.
Ramsey's board looking mostly flat. There's nothing in column 8, which is interesting. Larva had a little bit of trouble, a little bit of a slip on the right-hand side of her board early on, but it's been cleaned up since then. Now she needs a whole lot of blue help.
Yeah, this is not the kind of board that you feel good about looking at all that blue, and it's kind of just everything else is hidden. Can't even get to that red in column 3 until the blue's
And
cleared out above it.
this red rush is going to do her no favors because once again, at the end of a red rush comes a yellow red, and those are the two colors she does not necessarily need right now.
Yeah, that double blue was nice, but still, a little bit. She needs a little bit more than that. Finally through it though. Meanwhile, Ramsey's just yellow and red, basically he can don't get to right now.
This little tuck play by Larva to get the double blue clear. And I like that play, laying that flat to set up the horizontal on top of the horizontal.
Yeah, I really like that one as soon as I saw it. Very clever.
As rough as this level may have been, Larva's still only 5 viruses behind. Ramsey
Here we
is very well set up to finish out this level in under 5 minutes at a 456. Nice double clear by Larva. She's working pretty efficiently right now. She just needs a couple of reds and a few blues.
I like how she realized she could do that red horizontally and then just didn't have to think about what any kind of blue she could throw on that blue in column 2. So we still got
516
ourselves.
Larva goes into level 9 to join Ramsey, and it's currently a 10 virus game. Looks like, all right, takes the horizontal right away, cleans up the garbage very quickly.
Yeah, immediately signaling she was going to take that horizontal. But ooh, and I like that the red horizontal. Very smart play.
I do as well, taking another horizontal there. The garbage situation might start getting a little complicated, but for the moment, okay, she lowers everything by a level. The left-hand side of her board is very clean right now, and she could use some yellow help to address oh, it looks like she's gonna go for a looks like
Oh,
she's
look
going
at
to
this.
try to manufacture a T here.
Look at the setup, the combo she's got set up to clear all this out. This is
Here it
beautiful.
comes.
Oh,
Nice. Almost completely cleaned up in one fell swoop.
you gotta love seeing that. Ramsey down to 6 viruses, though. He's basically just up to the dock to give him what he needs and fend off a decider. He's going to
He's gonna want to
think
horizontal
that
that red at this point, and I think that's exactly what he's gonna do. There's one.
oh, the double red, that's going to do it.
There you go. 643. Ramsey is out and moves on to round 2. See if Larva decides to finish up here.
It's not much of an upset when it's the 8-9, but still top seed so far in our March Madness bracket, managing to hang on.